Rahim. So when we grow as Muslims, but also as people of faith, the common mistake, if not the first mistake that we do, is we are actually looking for perfectionism in others. So we're looking for inspirations, for modeling, for somebody to be our not only a guide, but also a role model. And now in social media times, that leads us to be followers, right? Now, how does this combine with perfectionism? Well, the self-imposed and external idea of perfectionism today leads us to a harsh realization that we are subjected to hypocrisy. What do I mean by that? I mean, no person is perfect. Perfectionism belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, yet we living in this amnesia, and we're forgetting about it. We're forgetting ourselves. So we're following one sheikh, we're following one speaker, we're reading one book, we're signing up for a training, we're signing up for the program, and somehow we are left dry. Somehow it's not feeling is up. So what do? All this research, yeah, all this time, all those hopes, all those intentions for the sake of Allah. What do we do? What do we do with them? Well, we put the finger and we point at another person. Simple as that. So we're blaming another person, and that person somehow hurts our feelings, somehow disappoints us. We're building resentment between us and this imaginary, I repeat, imaginary relationship with the person that we follow, be it a teacher, be it a speaker, be it an inspirational speaker, whoever that might be. They got no idea what's going on in your heart. This is your relationship with you and with your Allah, and you building resentment. And that resentment, strangely enough, dangerously enough, translate into disappointment with the deen, disappointment with the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because that person that you've put on pedestal, that person that you thought is perfect, that person that you think you can trust, that person who was modeling to you Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ made mistake, disappointed you. But in your eyes, it was equal to almost religion itself, almost Prophet ﷺ and stuff, But that's what's going on in our mind, accordingly to what we know right now in psychology. And this constant chase for comparison, never-ending circle of self-doubt and dissatisfaction creates a comparison mindset, but also creates diseases of the heart. Diseases of the heart, which is jealousy. The grass is always greener on the other side, sort of phenomena. We are not free from that. As long as we're looking outside and we're not realizing that the Jannah, that the self-fulfillment, that all the answers and all the promise of Sakina lays inside of us. We need to work harder. Now, what stops us from looking harder is that resentment, is that disappointment with that person. And then we're making very quick conclusion on the very lowest level of our growth, which is nafs al-amara. We make very quick decision. We come to very dangerous points in our head. And that is, it is all this person's fault. It is all this is all this religion's fault. It makes absolutely no sense, and we're creating doubts. Now, self-doubts and doubts within the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is something that your nafs is struggling anyway. So if you just retract, you actually are doing what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told you in Quran. We have not wronged you, you have wronged yourself by applying this paradigm of looking outside and hoping for perfection, in which is not promised, guaranteed in this dunya. You're somehow creating this magical thinking, as I called it, amnesia thinking or amnesia attitude, that you're going to have it all here, and somebody's going to hold your hand and going to get you there. Well, that's not how it works. Here you have Sunnah, you have Quran, which is words, like divine words from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to guide you, to make you understand, that the only tafakkur that you are supposed to make here are those ayats and signs of creation around you. The diversity of the languages, the colors. Indeed, these are the signs for those who have knowledge. Quran, Surah 30, verse 22. So it is actually about diversity. It is actually about the difference between you and the person, that you learn how to humble yourself. It is, if you're going the other way around, if you are looking for the green grass effect, you're growing into diseases of the heart, which is jealousy, comparison, maybe even suspicion, and then you're putting yourself in very uncomfortable, like backward position, which is staying in doubt. And this is very dangerous, because that's how Shaitan is going to get you. That's how he's going to get you into the throat. Really, is there a God? So so what is a way out from it? Well, first thing, if you ever watch my videos, self-accountability. That is the first thing. Take yourself into accountability before others will take your accountability. Don't take your sheikh, don't take your speaker, don't take your teacher to accountability, because this is between them and Allah. They've got absolutely no idea that you're spending so much time, so much effort, so investing so much emotions into your imaginary relationship with them. They've got absolutely no imagination, and they actually probably, truth to be told, that they don't really care. And so it is about you looking inside of yourself from the perspective of tafakkur, and how much of a pleasure you can attain between your relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and how this can affect or reflect your relationships with others, especially, not despite, especially because people are going to disappoint you, and how you can grow out of this pain. So self-compassion is only attainable if we actually can also give it back. So progression, not perfectionism, progression is actually only possible if we see other people on their journey towards others through mistakes that they're making, and then seeing the same patterns in yourself. Gratitude and contentment are only possible if you set your mindset to look in what's inside, what's fostering your personal growth, not outside who is going to foster that growth for you, right? And that's how you grow, and that's how you foster positive self-image, and that's how you hook on compassion, sabr, and humility, humbleness as well, and that's how you let go on perfectionism and protect yourself from diseases of the heart. So if you've got anything from this video, please understand that it is not your Lord who is actually doing anything wrong against you. It is you and your lack of knowledge, your wrong paradigms, your own perspectives that getting you into these problem after problem of being disappointed with another person. So perfectionism, actually, that is not a way of happiness. That actually is not a way. Harshness of this dunya remind us about self-accountability and realistic thinking, and that is from the perspective of looking at yourself first, and then your relationships with others, and that's how you get into compassion and forgiveness, right? And building, hopefully, a strong adab. Reminding and align with the Sunnah of Prophet some way. Allah give us all. If you like this video, give a thumb up, sign up to the YouTube channel AJS Therapy, and look out for more of these. Don't forget to look up into my book as well. If you want to find out how to do it in details, you can also book a free consultation with me. I know it's crazy. I see you next one. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.